Hi, Jordan Schilleci here with Junco Realty Group. Today we will be covering Spring Texas Explained. Now I've recorded a couple of other videos kind of similar with similarities. We have done the how to choose the right neighborhood in Spring Texas. And then I've also done another Spring versus the Woodlands, like really explaining Spring. Keep in mind, it is like 8 zip codes. It is humongous and I am going to try to walk you through it. I took notes, although I have all of this on memory. Nothing I did included research except some numbers in a later video, but I'm trying to catch up on my videos because I've really been concentrating, 1, on clients, and 2, on blog posts, also on my family. I really want to do an update video, but I know that people that don't know me are going to get annoyed if I do an update video, but we bought 11 acres. I'm really excited, building a huge new office and a really amazing community hub for Spring, so super excited about this. But yes, you're going to see main similarities, or a lot of similarities. So 1, you have 4 main different areas of Spring with a whole bunch of little subsections. We're going to start, I was supposed to have a map, y'all. It's out in the hallway. I hate editing. Let me go get my map. I'm back. Sorry if I end up not editing this out. I do apologize, kind of. I just think it's impossible to live life if you're always stuck editing. And I know I could pay for it, but control freak. Okay, so we have all of these really amazing maps that I had made. So here's the front of it. I can fold it over and mail it to you if you like. Here's all of Houston. Let's see how I can do this. So this is Grand Parkway 99, you can see it. This is I-45, so it goes all the way up to Conroe, Houston, all the way down to Galveston, the Gulf of Mexico. So Spring, I kind of break it up like this. So 4 different areas of Spring. You have Klein down here. You do have like the downtown Spring area. This is where Spring ISD is. That's where the lower ratings are. I will definitely sell you a house there, but I don't normally sell houses there, just coincidence. This right here is where you're going to find Bender's Landing, Woodson's Reserve, and Harmony, which you might have seen in the last video. And then up here, you're getting the Imperial Oaks. I need to make a map of just Spring. I think I'm going to do that next. So Imperial Oaks, Falls at Imperial Oaks, and Meadows at Imperial Oaks. On this side, you have the Woodlands. Now, there is a portion right here that's Tomball, but you have, well, it's like probably right there. You have Auburn Lakes, Augusta Pines, Northampton. There are tons of different neighborhoods down here in Spring, and then the ones on this side aren't as popular as the ones like right here in the heart of Klein. So if you are looking for a really good neighborhood at a modest price, I would just search Klein ISD. You can do that on my website or HAR. If you're looking for the Woodlands, I say pick Master Plan Community of the Woodlands. That will keep you inside of the Woodlands. If you're looking for affordability, I can help you out with these zip codes up here if you want the same Conroe schools. There are a couple different neighborhoods right next to the Woodlands. They happen to fall in Conroe. Same schools as the Woodlands. And then these schools down here are amazing. These are really good schools. The ones for Bender's Landing, Harmony, and Woodson's Reserve. There's a neighborhood right next to it. I really need to memorize the name of it. I haven't done that yet. Super close to the camera there. Okay, so that's it broken down in front of your face. I have all these maps, so like the Woodlands and the front of the Woodlands, and I do have a North Montgomery County map, and then I'm gonna get that Spring one made. So if you need a map, just reach out to me. I also have a like PDF format. I'm sure I'm gonna link that below. So we picked up the wrong piece of paper, y'all. Okay, so you have 4 different areas of Spring with all its subsections, and we're going to start with the northwest section. So that is the Woodlands. That is the most popular area of Spring, #1 place to live in the United States. I did a whole bunch of numbers. I'm probably gonna not be able to pull them up, but I wanted y'all to like know where everyone is moving. So I definitely have that video coming up, but I think I'm gonna sneak it in here. I can hear a million people clicking off this video right now. So in the Woodlands, 930 houses sold or went under contract in the last 90 days. 930 houses. That is insane. The next highest place was Cinco Ranch at 379. And then you have the Sienna Plantation areas of Sugarland, Missouri City at 315. And then Bridgeland at 220. So again, 930, 220. So tons of people are moving to the Woodlands. After that 220, you're looking at 184 in Wood Forest, 162 in Cross Creek Ranch, and 128 in Firethorn. So those are the 7 most popular areas of the Houston suburbs that people are moving to right now. Heights was also really popular as well, which is inside of Houston. So the Woodlands, I talk about it, we're 6 minutes in, I do deeply apologize. The Woodlands is the most popular area of spring. Cross over I-45 and you fall into the Oak Ridge North area. So this is a very quaint neighborhood right next to the Woodlands. You can look up and see the Woodlands. So like the skyscraper downtown town center area of the Woodlands from Oak Ridge North. It is, like I said, a very quaint community. It's really neat. When my dad and I had our catering restaurant, we were right there. It is a more affordable area, older homes. You'll definitely see a different style when you're driving around there. And then we'll move south from there, so into this Rayford Sawdust area. So you do have the Woodlands with its funny shape. Let me show that to you one more time. So the Woodlands this is a little squished. So it's a really good rectangle. So like this portion right here. Coming down, you have Creekside Park. So this is Harris County. This is actually Tomball. Most of this is spring. I would say all of this is spring. And then you have a little bit of Conroe, a little bit of Magnolia popping in here. And then this Grogan's Mill, this is the first village of the Woodlands. It comes down south. Now, this is 99. But you have, right about here, you have Sawdust, which turns into Rayford. So this portion, so Oak Ridge is up here. So, but there is a small portion of, College Park that crosses over. So the Rayford Sawdust area, this is where you're gonna find Imperial Oaks, a ton of other neighborhoods, but Imperial Oaks is going to be the most popular one. That is on the north side of Grand Parkway 99. Let's see. Rayford takes you all the way to Grand Parkway 99. So that's one way to get to the Harmony Bender's Landing area without taking the tollway. But the main way into Woodson's Reserve, Harmony, Bender's Landing is going to be Grand Parkway 99, which is a toll road. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you're considering that area of spring. There has been tons of intense growth, mostly because of Grand Parkway 99. The main neighborhoods over there, like I said, are Imperial Oaks, but there are newer ones such as the Falls and the Meadows at Imperial Oaks. Both of these are pretty much built out, which you probably heard in the last video. So if you cross over Grand Parkway 99, those are the 3 options I just said, and I'm not going to repeat them. so each one has a different price. So Bender's Landing is going to be the most expensive. Woodson's Reserve is going to be right in the middle, and Harmony will be at the bottom of that price point. The Harmony area is really well established, same with Bender's Landing. The lots are very large. You're looking at 750 plus, pretty much 800 plus. You used to be able to get in there in the 500s, but not anymore. You're pretty much around $1 million for the really nice homes now. From there, you go a little bit west, and that's where you're falling into downtown Spring. So that's the original heart of Spring, which I now think is more the Klein or the Woodlands area, depending, 2 different worlds. Klein and the Woodlands, 2 different worlds, 20 minutes apart. But Spring ISD is going to be where Old Town Spring, that's the downtown, Old Town Spring is. I love going down to downtown Old Town Spring. It is called Old Town Spring, and I keep calling it downtown. Tomball is a downtown, Conroe is a downtown, Montgomery is a downtown, but Spring is really touristy. There's a crawfish festival that happens every single year. My thought just goes to my kids who are sleeping still. So a really, really cool area to check out, but the school, for tourists and hanging out, but the school district isn't as great, so I happen to not sell there a ton coincidentally, but from there you will end up, so you'll go on the other side. I don't want to skip anything. Schools aren't as rated as great. So cross over into the Klein ISD portion of Spring. I call this area Klein because of the school district. Even the post office has the word Klein on it, so I am not the only one. Next to the Woodlands, obviously the Klein portion of Spring is also my very, very favorite. I love it for its affordability, low crime, only 20 minutes from the Woodlands. Lots of housing options make this my top pick. You're just 20 to 30 minutes from everything. I really do mean that. I have it timed. I'm 21 minutes from the front of the Woodlands, sometimes faster if I am not being good. My favorites in the Klein area are Memorial Northwest, Champion Forest, Spring Creek Oaks, Windrose, and Glenlock Farms. These are the most popular. You can check out these sales and the numbers. They are very comfortable areas. Most of them have tennis courts and swimming pools, and you are really close to the Vintage, which technically falls in Houston, but it is very much a part of the Klein area. We spent a couple Saturdays ago hanging out listening to music outside on a patio at an Italian restaurant, and it was amazing. And you can pretty much do the same thing in the Woodlands. There are a couple different areas where you can sit outside and listen to music and just watch your kids, but there aren't enough, so stay tuned. Jordan is going to build one. Spring is huge. I believe there are 8 different zip codes in Spring. 77379 is the main one in my area, the Klein area, and then 77389 I think is the other one. You have 77388, which is more east, and then in the Woodlands you have 77380, 381, 382. So I don't recommend searching for a house by zip code unless you're doing the 77379, but even then you're missing out on some really amazing options. So if you need help niching down for your search for the perfect neighborhood, just let me know, since yes, I do specialize in the area and I specialize in relocation. So what I love about Spring is that I truly believe it's the most popular city in the suburbs. I know it is when I look at numbers. It has something to offer to everyone in every single price point. So I definitely recommend staying at the 250 and higher, but I can help you navigate any price point here in Spring. It is a really good option if you're commuting into Houston, or you can commute to the Woodlands from anywhere in Spring, obviously. It is a really, really neat area. I hope I did it justice by explaining it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Schilleci and I specialize in relocation. I was the #1 buyer's agent up here in the area last year, and I really hope to have that for this year. I have no idea until the numbers come out. But anyways, I love to help people find the right neighborhood for them. It is really important to me that you plant your roots in the right soil. I don't just say that, I really mean it. Like, it gives me anxiety to think about people making mistakes about where they live. I know this is a really important investment for you. I was waiting for a family that was late at a model home, and there was another family that came in there, and they said, oh, we switched lenders because the other lender had too high of fees. And in my head, I'm like, you need a loan disclosure. Like, you don't know that until you had a loan disclosure, and you're getting incentives by using this lender. Did you compare all the numbers? And oh, it just gave me so much anxiety thinking, oh my gosh, they're in here without a realtor and they're making decisions. And we do this every single day, so we call ourselves experts, or at least I do. And so it's just so important to me that you pick the right realtor that really knows the area, that's really educated. I see too many realtors out there that aren't educated in their craft yet. And yes, it's very sad. So I hope you pick me for your relocation. Or if you're local, I do help locals, believe it or not. It's probably only 10%, but I do love helping people up here in my little world. So Jordan Schilleci, Joan Co Realty Group, all of my links are down below. I have tons of blog posts and other videos, and I've divided up into playlists. I have relocation guides, so do check those out, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.